going to start out writing again what we started with, which we got was y equals negative 2, x plus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. Okay, that's what we got from the last part we just did. Now we've got to turn this into a standard form. That means we're going to FOIL. Let's do the first part. Okay? So we FOIL these guys. Y is equal to negative 2. Now, x times x is x squared. 1 times x is 1x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. So we have 1x minus 2x, so we'll get negative x. And then 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, which is FOILing. X minus 3. That's the first step. Okay? Now we do this one more time. So we've got to distribute this here to each one of the terms. So we have y is equal to negative 2. We're going to have to distribute this later, so let's do this here. We've got x to the third, because that's x squared times x, minus 3x squared. That's x squared times negative 3. Then we have negative x times x is negative x squared. Negative x times negative 3 is positive 3x. Last two, negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Put this down here and it's a little sloppy, you want to work with it. And then negative 2 times negative 3 is plus 6. Okay? There's all the terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We expected that because we have 3 here, 2 here. 3 times 2 is 6. Last step. Second last step. Let's combine like terms first. Y is equal to negative 2 times, well, x cubed. That's the only one. Negative 3x squared minus x squared is negative 4x squared. Those are done. 3x minus 2x is just 1x. Done. And then plus 6. Okay, constant term. Got them all grouped together here. So we expected we should have 4 terms because it's the third power. Remember, you have one more than the powers you have. Okay, remember 3 roots. Now, last step, we need to distribute this to each one of the terms. Y is equal to negative 2x cubed plus negative 2 times negative 4x squared is 8, positive 8x squared. Negative 2 times x is minus 2x, and then negative 2 times 6 is minus 12. There is our polynomial in all of its grandeur. We have y equals negative 2x to the third plus 8x squared minus 2x minus 12. If we wanted to graph this thing, we would stop at this point. We would put our 3 points on, we would pick other points, just like we did in the last section. You pick points on the left and the right, and you graph those. Now, there'll be no turning points here for these parts, because you notice we don't have any squares. The turning points will be other places. Second thing you want to notice is end behavior. Let's just look at this thing. What kind of polynomial is it? It's an odd power. That means that one end is positive infinity and the other end is negative infinity. Okay? Which one is it? Well, it's a opposite, so it's positive negative, except it's a negative out front. That means that they flip. Okay? So the left side will look like a negative infinity, a positive infinity, and the right side will be negative. So if we had to just draw a rough sketch of this thing, negative 12 is its y-intercept, we would say something like this. Okay? Some rough sketch. Now we'd have 2 turning points, so we'd have local mins, local max. This would be a local max. Okay? This will be the local min. This is the absolute max and the absolute min. Okay? Here's the points, and then we'd have these 3 points here. Okay? So you can easily draw this thing out if you wanted to do the work from here, from the last section. But the point in this section I want you to get is solving for these different parts. Okay? Getting this into a standard form equation. That's 2 steps. First one is to put it in its regular form here. So we have to plug in the opposites of what it gives you as the points. Okay, so it gave us, remember, negative 1, 0, so that's x plus 1. Then you plug in the y-intercept and solve for a. So we got our a right here. Okay, and then the second part is going from intercept form, that's intercept form. Okay, going from intercept form to standard form, that's just 2 expansions. First with a FOIL, and the second one's going to be a distributed expansion. Then consolidate your terms, do anything else at the end, then you have your final equation. You can look at the graph and find out any information from that. Okay. So in this section, This is on page 397, and the numbers are 4 through 9 all. Okay, so give these a try on page 397, it's on Homework Central as well. 4 through 9 all. What you're going to do is find these in standard form. You don't need to graph. Don't need to do the graph paper, but you do need to do the arithmetic and a bit of the algebra there. Not too difficult though. Give those a try and get back to us. When we get back to school on Tuesday, we'll take a look at all of this and put it together and make some sense out of it.